Chioma was the prettiest girl in her small village in Enugu State, Nigeria. Men came from far and near just to see her smile. But beauty did not pay school fees or put food on the table. Her father, tired of poverty, decided to marry her off. Chioma dreamed of marrying a rich man from the city, someone who could whisk her away from her struggling family. But fate played a cruel trick. Instead of wealth, she was forced to marry Obinna, a poor-looking young man who had just returned to the village. He wore torn slippers, carried a rusty bag, and worked as a palm wine tapper. Chioma felt humiliated. On her wedding day, she cried secretly, whispering to her cousin, "Is this what my beauty is worth? A broke palm wine tapper." The villagers mocked her, saying, "Fine girl no day cooks soup. Not only patience day, sweet marriage." At first, Chioma treated Obinna with coldness. She refused to cook for him, insulted him in front of neighbors, and constantly reminded him of his poverty. "Other women are living in mansions in Lagos," she snapped one night. "But me? I'm stuck in this mud house with you." Obinna only smiled, never raising his voice. He would disappear for days, telling her he was delivering palm wine in town. Sometimes at night, Chioma noticed strange visitors in flashy cars stopping by the edge of the village to see him. They spoke quietly, handed him envelopes, and drove off. Chioma became suspicious. One day, curiosity consumed her. She secretly followed Obinna when he claimed he was going to sell palm wine in Enugu City. What she saw nearly stopped her heart. Instead of palm wine, Obinna walked straight into a luxury hotel, changed into a designer suit, and was welcomed by men in suits who called him sir. Minutes later, Chioma peeked through the glass door and saw Obinna sitting at the head of a conference table, confidently signing business contracts worth millions. Her poor husband was actually a secret billionaire businessman hiding his identity. She almost fainted. Later that evening, she confronted him. "Why did you lie to me all this while?" she shouted. Obinna's expression turned cold. "Because I wanted a wife who would love me for who I am, not for my money. But you, Chioma, you insulted me, disrespected me, and only cared about riches." Chioma broke down in tears, begging him to forgive her, promising she would change. But Obinna had a bigger bombshell to drop. The next day, he returned to the village with a convoy of cars, shocking everyone. He stood before the entire community and revealed his true identity as a billionaire who owned companies in Lagos and Abuja. The villagers cheered, proud that one of their own was secretly wealthy. Chioma's heart swelled with hope, believing her life was finally about to change. But then came the scandalous twist. Obinna announced that although Chioma was his legal wife, he had already chosen another woman to share his fortune with, a woman who had stood by him even when he appeared poor. To Chioma's shock, it was her own younger sister, Adiz. The crowd gasped. Obinna revealed that while Chioma mocked and insulted him, Adiz had shown him kindness, often sneaking food to him when everyone looked down on him. "That is the woman I can trust with my heart and my wealth," Obinna declared. Chioma collapsed to the ground, wailing in shame as her sister stepped into Obinna's luxury car. The villagers whispered, some blaming Chioma's pride, others calling it the biggest scandal the village had ever seen. And so the poor village girl who dreamed of marrying into wealth ended up trapped in her own bitterness, watching her younger sister live the life she had always desired. The lesson was clear. In Nigeria, appearances can deceive, and sometimes the poorest-looking man might just be the richest of them all.